guys, it's all happening here. Sir is doing the Tinkerbell's fish tank. These guys, hey guys, we have been doing what? We've been singing lullabies. We've been trying to get you to dance, cocky, dance, cocky, dance. Yeah, I know, we've had so much fun. 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 We've had too much fun. Now my singing is terrible. Terrible. I'm singing the same songs I used to sing to my babies. But you know what? Anyone that knows anything about budgies, let me know. But my girl budgie, that's why there's a nesting box. They're a girl and boy. So the boy is the yellow head with the beautiful blue, and the beautiful blue with the white head is the girl. And the other one's the boy. So Christoph is the boy, Jasmine is the girl. Now, I'm hoping they'll have babies, but maybe they're too young yet to have babies. We might have to wait till next spring. I don't know. Haven't had budgies before. I've had chickens. I know a lot about chickens. They were my pets as well as egg breeders. I don't know how else to say it. But anyway, my nana used to have lots of chickens and geese. The geese disappeared after a while because they're vicious. And I used to ride my bike, and very hard to ride your bike in the sand with training wheels. Anyway, I had training wheels until I was 9 or 10. Autism. But basically, I used to ride my bike constantly on the farm. That's how we got around. Okay, that's the only way we got around. And it's safer from the snakes, actually. It's a good tip there. But basically, as long as I don't ride over them, though, I would get bitten on the butt. The geese would chase me and bite me on the bum. They're not very nice. Anyway, he's sitting next to me and I sung him some lullabies and he got really confused. He looked at me like, aren't you supposed to be singing to the birds? Are you guys waiting for it? But anyway, what happened was, this was the question I have for budgies. So basically with budgies, right, what's the deal with the female budgie was feeding from mouth to mouth to the male budgie? Now, I'm assuming it's a practice thing for the babies. I don't know. Anyway, I had a chicken that was very broody. So, I'm all ready for that kind of stuff because, oh my gosh, she was so cute. But then one day what I did was to bond. Now, I have not formally studied animal behavior, but I have a natural thing for it. I grew up in a country town that was full of conservationists that were into animals and to nature and preserving and protecting and blah, blah, blah. And I learned a lot. And as a kid, I thought it was just useless information. And now as an adult, I am just like, wow, it's more than just loving animals. Because I had a natural love of animals since I can remember. But basically, I just think that she's obviously preparing for that. But with this chicken, what I did was she was laying an egg. So at the time, they make, I don't know if anyone knows, when chickens lay an egg, there's a lot of noise that comes with it. Ladies, we know what it's like, right?
That might be true.
Okay? They have no pain relief. Although I'm sure there's a little bit of natural something that helps them. But it still hurts them, okay? And anyway, she was particularly having a bit of a problem. And maybe there was something that was particularly a bit of a problem. So I thought, no, okay, I'm going to be the midwife here. So I've seen like Called Midwife.
Called the Midwife.
I've seen practically most of the episodes.
I
love that show so much. I wish I was in the 1900s. I wish I was born in the 1900s. I do not suit this. Anyway, I don't suit this era. So basically, I just, pat her on the back and talked her through it. And the egg came through eventually. And she was so happy. And then we bonded. So every out time that we had, I would sit with them in the first part of when I first let them out, in the morning of their pen, right? And they'd run around, and of course I'd mess up my whole backyard and try and eat all my vegetables and everything that I was trying to grow. But anyway, that's chickens for you. I didn't fence everything off. My fault. Our fault. So anyway, this particular chicken, we were best friends after that. She would sit with me, next to me, on my lap, wherever, stare at me through the, window when because we would leave them running around, go inside, and through the back sliding door, she'd peek in, like, what are you guys doing in there? And of course, this one used to peek back going, ooh, Ooh, lunch. Ooh, look at my lunch. But anyway, I will help these two through the whole process. Hey, we will get there. But yes, chickens are just as much fun as budgies. I mean, there's a lot more work to chickens than budgies, I guess. But you know, I miss having chickens. But anyway, I feel like I'm at this point in my life where I feel like I'm on the cusp of a change. I don't know what that is. But in all the stress I've gone through with my medical, I actually pulled out the good old rosary beads and I did my prayers, and I do feel like something is about to change in my future, because a lot is happening for me. So I'm very... I hate being like a little bit intuitive, because I'm like, I know that I'm on the cusp of change. I know that something's about to be different for me in life, but I don't know what it is. And it's a strong feeling. You know, you get instinct feelings. This is an instinct feeling. It's like there's a change coming. There's a change coming. My life is going to change. How? Why? Why would it change? Because now it might be a small thing. It might be a big thing. I don't know. I feel it. As Kath and Kim would say, I feel it in my waters. That's an Australian show, sorry. But do watch it. But just know that's not all Australians. But it is. See, my families weren't typical Australians, I don't think. But I do relate to it because I hang out with a lot of typical Australians. But I don't consider myself one. Because I have one side that was an immigrant family, and they were my dominant engagement. I had most of my upbringing with them. So I am Aussie. I mean, let me know if you're from a different country. Is my accent strong? Is it medium, moderate? Is it mild? But yeah, I don't really consider myself as Aussie as other kids when I was growing up, or now even though I know a lot about Australia because I was born here. And but still, I don't feel... There's a lot of differences. So when I watch that show and people say that's so Australian, there's a lot that I do say, oh yeah, I do see that, but not in my family. My family, yeah, they're a little bit more conservative, very religious, just high etiquette, yeah. So the way I behave now would not be accepted by my families, either of them. None of it. No swearing. And I never would. Like, this is the thing. Like, I'd never swear in front of my parents. And my parents used to be my mum and my stepdad. But basically, I'd never swear in front of them because it's disrespectful. I still feel like that. Like, I would not swear in front of elders because it's just not cool. But, yeah, like... Watch Kath and Kim if you're from a different country and see what you think. I don't know, like, some of you might have heard of it, but I don't know. It's a great show, but I don't think it's that wonderful. You are not going under there. You are not going... He wants to go in his cubby. We bought you that big thing. You got two of them. He scratched my sheets to the point where he's pulled threads, and they're threaded. All right, we're going down with this bed thing because I've got a crick in my neck. I woke up with a crick in my neck. Now look at Tinkerbell's tank. Hang on, I'll move my coffee cup. Oh, I mean, it's still settling a little bit. Looks lovely. Because Sir had to clean it for me and do all the ornaments and the water. We've been busy. So what we have to do today is we had that massive, I don't know if you've seen in old videos, or if you've been following us long enough, you would see, gosh, this mattress is difficult to sit in. There's a sitting mode for when I'm sitting up. It's just annoying when I'm wanting to sit up. I'm going to move over to the other, normal people's mattress normals. I'm not normal anymore. Everything's so medical. I hate it. Anyway, we're demedicalizing things for me a little bit. So, like I've cancelled a few things coming up because I just can't deal. Like I said, that podcast, I'm dealing with some things that is taking a lot of energy, a lot of paperwork, a lot of stressful things coming up, a lot of things. I have to be brave. I have to be strong. I have to work on the PTSD that I have from something. And it's really hard because I'm absolutely triggered. And I feel like I've gone backwards 10 years in that trigger because, guys, life is a constantly evolving thing. Like, you feel like, because I've been doing great in that sense for so long, but with the things that I've had to go over again, and as you heard in the podcast, you heard one, I think, traumatic thing, but there's multiple, there's many more, and I've been through a lot, and in the last 5 years, I've been through a lot. I went from someone who thought I just had chronic illness, I had to battle and I could still live and still have a life and still focus on getting more management of that and having a life, to someone that's facing mortality. So it's like, I've had a big change of who I am. But, so I've cancelled some speech therapy because I thought, I'm just not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait because I need to take a break from the serious things like that, because literally, I know it sounds crazy to people that work. Disability life is not easy. It is like a full-time job. It is admin. It is full on.
We're going to have time for living.
We're going to have time for living. We have not had a holiday. We have not had a day where we've gone to the zoo,
where do you
per
fit
se.
20
We have not
specialists
gone.
in, and then all these other ancillary services. We don't have time.
So we've cut back on things, guys, to demedicalize and have less appointments and actually start doing some fun activities. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And also the weather's getting better, so we've got more options to go out places.
You should have your neck brace on, though.
I know. He's going to have to work on my shoulders locked. I woke up like that. You know, you wake up, yeah, that happened. But what was I going to say? Oh, so basically that big entertainment centre thing, is that what you would call it?
Tip trip, yes.
Yeah, so we pulled it down. So you'll see it in old videos. It's actually kind of, it's a bittersweet thing. I have to move forward because my children are grown. They're 28 and 30. But I'm a proud house manager, ex-house manager, sort of mum, even though I don't feel like a mum anymore because they don't need to be mothered per se. They're grown men, right? And I did it right and they're okay. They know what to do with life because I did it right. That's how I feel. And, they're kicking it. They know what to do. They're set, they're organised, and they have their own lives. And that had to go because it was, number one, old. It was 20 years old. It was falling apart, discoloured. And I just needed, because I'm that type of parent that it was hard to let go. So I went through grieving for many years, but I'm through it now. I easily go about my day without thinking about it and going, but the only thing that was like, for me, needed to change, for me to move forward and say, right now I'm in a different stage of my life, was saying goodbye to it, which I needed to anyway because it was broken. I was only holding on to it because it was sentimental. I'm a very sentimental person. And normally when I buy things, they're 20-year things, but I've gotten rid of all of those 20-year things because I needed to move forward. So it's not about the items, really, but it's about what gets triggered here. I need to step forward into my life, and I'm happy to, because guess what? I never got that life. I was pregnant at 19 and had my baby at 20. Sorry, but I need to be free. And I've earned it because I did the mum thing full on, okay? I didn't skip any of the mum responsibilities. I did it all, and I'm very proud of myself. My kids can give me a score, that's whatever they wish, but my side of it, I feel like I did a really good job. And so I'm really, really happy with, how I coped, considering too the fact that I am very disabled, more disabled than what I thought I was, because 22Q is a lot worse than what they were telling me. But anyway, so that did affect my life significantly. Not knowing. But basically, like, it's bittersweet because we're now taking it to the tip. It's been pulled apart because that's how broken it was. That's how discoloured it was. And these days, it's not even safe to sell things on Marketplace, guys. Australia, if you're from another country, I live in a safe area. I live in an area that's, people are wealthy, right? I'm lucky. But I'm sure we get blow-ins and stuff like that. And we have, you know, certain neighbours, as you know, but they get kicked out very quickly because the people running this place are like, we do not want that kind of stuff around here. And it's like, thank you. Okay. Because this person tried to say it was a meltdown. Meltdowns don't include throwing things over the balcony like tin food. It was intense, okay? If you think you've had an argument with your partner or something like that, no. Just, you don't know what's out there. I do now. It's like there's true violence out there where people get real, oh my God, this is not just a swear word being thrown around or anything. These people are just, I guess, out of control. Due to drugs. Anyway, so they're going. But I'm safe here. But, you know, it's just not safe on Marketplace to sell things. In Australia, we're having high crime, and I can't be bothered with it for what we get for it. The fact that it's not good enough for people to have, I don't think it offers enough. But I have kept two glass doors of it, because I want to remember it a little bit, but in a different way, make it look different, but also have it familiar. Does that make sense? So I need that. So that's going to the tip. So we're taking that to the tip, and gosh, the tip is expensive, guys. Oh my goodness. In Australia, to get rid of things, we have to pay $60. I know, right? Even he agrees. Didn't you? You just agreed. I know. $60. $59.95 for general rubbish. So just a car full of whatever you've got. Come on. Like, this person that we rent from, and they pay Shire rates. What the hell, Shire? Gosh, you're expensive around here. I don't know what it's like back where I used to live. But anyway, so I used to live north of Perth, and now I live south of Perth. I know south of Perth and have heard of south of Perth a hell of a lot because my family used to be on the south of Perth. But it's like, it's really weird. And the cool thing is a lot of people that drive around here, and I'm always like, oh, it's not like an actual genuine hi because they don't know me, but I'm like, I see Denmark plates and Albany plates, which is back, I was from Denmark, and I look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's my people. Well, they could be brand new to the place. I don't know. There's a lot of new people in Denmark that I probably don't know. But I know all the oldies, as in all the traditionals. But anyway, basically that's going to the tip. So I'll probably have a tear. I will, because it is the final thing to say goodbye to. That reminds me of being a family, having children when they were young, you know. Yeah, I remember even building it. We bought that with the tax return 1 year, and it took Matt a week to build. It was an IKEA whole big set, and it was very expensive, but it was one of our big pieces that we wanted for us and the kids to sit there on the big TV. We used to have this big TV, but they still had that big back to it, you know, that's how old, but it was a big TV, and we used to watch movies with them, and it's just really fond memories. So it's hard because I've got to say goodbye to it. I'm ridiculous like that. Sir bought me a new car 1 year, right? The car was like, I don't know, a year old. Never buy a brand new car, guys, okay? Because as soon as you drive it out, waste of money. That's what my grandfather used to say. He was a mechanical engineer. Now, he can't talk. He used to own about 100 cars because he just wanted to have a different car all the time because, you know, yeah, he had autism. he had collections, and his was cars. His was cars. So, yeah, his was cars. That's all he'd talk about was cars. I know a lot about cars because I listened. But basically, yeah, like he got me this car and we're driving out and we traded our other one in because we couldn't be bothered selling it because it was kind of getting old, and we were financially in a good position. It was like, take the stress off. The kids were sort of at that high need age. Just get rid of it, trade it in. And the trade-in was a good price. We're driving out and I'm looking in because, you know, I was in the passenger seat and I'm looking through the wing mirror and I start crying, and Sarah's like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, well, the memory's in that car, because our car used to be our family car until Sir bought the Land Cruiser. And I'm like, no, we went to Pemberton in that car, and we stayed in that big, you know, wooden house thing, which I was like, I want to live here forever. And we took our dog Summer, who was a golden retriever. Oh my gosh, she was beautiful. And, you know, she loved the fire. She slept in front of the fire. She thought she was living her best life. This could have been how we could have lived forever, right? It was a cool place, you know, and it was like, you know, and all the other memories that I had in it, you know, and I was like, ugh. So anyway, he was like, you're ridiculous. This is a brand new car almost, like it's a year old. I'm like, I know, but anyway, I am happy with the fact that I had a new car in the end, but I am that sentimental. Okay, it doesn't matter about what it looks like. If it's sentimental, it's sentimental. So that's what we're doing. And then after that, for the first time since we moved, and did you know it's coming up to, like, we moved in April, so April, May, June, July, August, September. We're about to go into October, so we're 5 and a bit months since we moved here. Anyway, I'm shocked. You probably aren't, but I am shocked. I'm shook. Anyway, we know about our old place back there. We get people saying hi. It's very nice, and telling us, you know, how things are going for our old place. But we are missed, which is nice to hear. But I miss them too. I miss them too because there was so many people there that, I'm not saying that being around all disabled people is bad, but sometimes it is a bit depressing because you feel for all of them because you're sick too and you know what you go through, you see what they go through, and it's just like, this is sad. But in the other place, it was a mixture. And so I always used to feel like, oh gosh, it's nice to be around healthy people because then I can feel normal, just pretend to be normal. Even though I am, but I'm not, you know, and so it's weird. But we're going to clean the car. And I mean, I got that jar and it's got gloop in it, and you get the gloop and you actually put it in the grooves of every little yucky bit of the, I'm so OCD. You put it in the grooves and it's this gel slime thing. Now, whether I'm able to do it with my sensory issues with slime, I'm telling you, I bought slime thinking this is going to be great. I think there's a video on it. I nearly had a meltdown. It was only because the camera was on that I was like, I'm going to control this. But yet I watched it back to see my reaction, and I was really shocked how it's really weird sometimes when you do watch your videos back and you go, wow, I didn't realize I was that intense about that. You know, like, it's a different experience watching yourself from the outside. But yeah, I was like, and that was me controlling my reaction to it. If there was no camera, I would have been like an absolute, like, almost meltdown. It was really bad. It was really bad. It was one of those, and I think it's because one of my things is, if I'm half wet, half dry, like say if I wash my hands and they're not dry properly, I can't handle it until they're dry. I fling them around like an idiot. Okay, I don't even care what people think of me. I just have to get them dry. If someone gets their hand and it's wet and they put it on my leg or on my arm or somewhere and it's a little bit wet, so maybe it's that, because slime is like that, right? So yeah, I don't know if I want to do it. Doesn't it sound fun? Anyone else love cleaning? Is that just a me thing? I love cleaning. I'm so excited to clean the car. Not that I'll be able to do much. You know how sick I am, but I will be trying because I want to do it. Oh, I love cleaning. Love it. Love it. So anyway, we're going to clean the inside of the windows, the outside of the windows, doing the outside of the car, doing the whole thing. And now it's going to make me want to buy, it's nose, allergy season. I'm going to suggest to Sir that we look at car seat covers, but we'll see. Because in the summer, sometimes it gets a bit hot. And here, I actually don't have any cover for our car here. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I think in the future it will happen because this place is brand new, guys. There's still things being done to the place because that's how new it is. And that's a positive. I appreciate that because, you know, I'm OCD. I treat things well. I mean, every house I've ever rented that's new, they're like, it's as if you've never lived here. It's like, you're welcome. I've paid many mortgages, guys. I've paid many mortgages, government. Did you hear that? Yet I don't get the fucking equity. I'm not happy about that. Yeah, owning more than one house. Hey, guys, it's not exactly what God had intended, is it? It's not right. This world, we've got people with too much and people with too little. Nothing in between. And the ones in between are really being squashed. So, not good. But anyway, if I ever win lotto, like I said, I'll be buying my kids a house. I mean, they're not really kids. I'll be buying my young men a house for them and their families, for them to live well and comfortable. And of course, myself a house. And then, of course, I get it. Luckily, in Australia, like, you get modifications done on if you bought your own house. You can even build your own SDA. But unfortunately, I'm not in that position. But maybe one day, I don't know, maybe my channel will one day make it. I don't think it will, but I think it would always be a small-time channel, which is fine with me because you guys are cool to chat to. But I'm just saying, say if my channel kicked off, I would probably love to have my own home. But I'm just saying, in Australia, just know if you are under SDA, if you do have the money to purchase your own home, you are eligible. Everyone is eligible. They will come and do massive things to your house. It's non-means tested SDA, okay? And basically they'll come in and they'll make sure the doors are a certain distance, a certain width. They will put in rails for your hoist. They will do whatever your OT says is needed. And more than that, like, they really do try and make it, I guess, disability approved. You know what I mean? It has to be a disability approved house, like with ramps and all the rest of it. So just know that, because people don't talk about that. People think that you have to go through another investor. You don't. You can actually build your own SDA. The only thing is you must follow every single rule of how they want it to be disability approved, if that makes sense. So I would speak to people who have built SDAs before doing it. Or if you're buying an existing house, I would make sure that it is, within, they do spend a lot. They do add a lot into your house. I'm talking tens of thousands of dollars into the house to make it livable for you with your disability. But make sure that that house is approvable, as in a builder can make it disability friendly. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's just a morning chat. So that's my day today. So wish me luck with my energy levels and my recovery situation. It's an easy thing. I'll just be sitting and twisting around cleaning. I'll be wearing my neck brace, don't worry. Safety first. But yeah, that's what we're doing today, is getting that car clean. I know that sounds pathetic to most people, but after we moved, and when you move and you just shove a lot in the car and that things get moved by the car, just so much dirt and crap in it. It's just ridiculous. It is so overdue, particularly on the outside. And because of my instability on my legs, I lean on the car a lot when I'm getting in and out of it. And every time I touch it, I'm like, ew. And here is less dirty than where we came from. Where we came from, it was just dirtier place. I don't know, like, yeah. Whereas here's different, so, because we're right pretty much on the ocean. The ocean cleans everything. Cleans everything. Except for my back balcony. That doesn't, because it doesn't really get much breeze, which is what I wanted. That's why I chose this apartment specifically, because I didn't want a breeze. You know what I hate sensory-wise? Wind. And I live in Western Australia. And I hate wind. And friends of mine, all the school mums and that, some of them were from Melbourne, Sydney, whatever. And this one lady that I got on really well with, and we always used to say hi at the school carnivals, and someday you have to go to see your kids' thing or whatever. And she'd say, oh, gosh, the wind here. I don't like the wind. In Sydney, there's not as much wind as here. You guys have so much wind. And I'm like, really? She's like, yes. And I'm like, I didn't even know that. So you people in Sydney, huh? Lucky you. We get blown away. Our houses get blown away. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Wish me luck, or wish us luck, on getting the tip done, the car clean. What is there anything else today, Sue? Have I missed anything?
I'm sure something will happen.
Well, I was talking about car seat covers.
Good luck on that one.
See? Yeah. So anyway, it's going to smell good. It's going to look good. It's going to feel good. Because it's going to be clean. I'm a clean freak. Anyway, he's saying goodbye. Thank you, Willow, for saying goodbye.
So the birds.
The bird's going to say goodbye. You're going to say goodbye?
Hey, Jazzy.
Jazzy. Good girl, Jazzy. Jazzy's at the front there. Hi, Jazzy. Christoph, you going to say goodbye, pretty boy?
What's wrong, Tinks?
Good girl, good boy. Say goodbye. Oh, you're going to kiss. Looks like they're going to kiss. All right, he's saying goodbye. Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Say, Mummy, you're in my bed. I need to get on to my day job.
All right.
Sleeping.
Well, have a good one, guys. And
Hey,
I'll
guys,
see you in the
thumbs up,
next
comments,
video.
questions below, WTL.
Bye.
Bye.